Hi, everyone. Are you ready for the big reveal of what the theme is for this week for Dry January? All right, well, stick with me because I'm going to reveal it in one moment. But before I do, hi, I'm Lise. I'm your host. This is the Going Alcohol Free podcast. This is day 15 of Dry January. It is also episode 15. We are almost halfway through the month of January. And I'm so proud of you. How did your weekend go? You're still here and you're still listening. So, congratulations on that. No matter how your weekend went, I just want to say I'm really proud of you. And I really want you all to give yourself a big hug as well for making it through the past 2 weeks. No matter how difficult it was or how easy it was for you, you're still here. And so I'm going to reveal what the theme is for this week in just a second. I want to remind you all that coming up after I reveal the theme, I've got the second segment, which is what I'm loving now. Stick around because I think that you all are going to want to see what I reveal to you on what I'm loving now because it is something that you all can use as well. And the third segment is revealing my daily oracle card that I pull, that I journal on to tap into my intuition to keep me moving forward in my spiritual growth. And I reveal it to you as well so that you can ponder on it or journal on it and tap into your intuition as well, which will never steer you wrong, right? That silent little voice inside of us will never steer us wrong. And it has given me so much insight into what I've been revealing to myself through my intuition is so much insight on helping you all with your journey of dry January. So I can tell you it's a very good practice, and we'll talk more about it once dry January is over and tapping into our own intuition and things like that. But are you ready for the big reveal? Okay, so here it is. We are going to be the topic for this, or the theme for this week, I should say, is soul care. Soul care. So your soul. So soul care. Soul care. Instead of self care, soul care. And how do we actually do soul care? Well, we do it through learning mindfulness. So that is the tool that we are going to use to awaken our soul or to take care of our soul this week. And maybe mindfulness is something that is, you know, new to you. That's okay. We're going to come to this with a beginner's mindset because I can tell you it has made so much difference in my life. And basically, mindfulness and spiritual solutions diminished diminished all of my desire for alcohol. And whether or not that's you, so if you want to take away your desire for alcohol, or if you want to continue to drink mindfully after dry January, then you're going to want to stick around and listen in and consider taking in some of these tools and strategies going forward after dry January. I hear you. I hear that some of you are concerned about when dry January is over, that it's almost going to be like the diet is over, you've reached your weight and your ideal weight, and now you can go back to eating the way that you want to. Like that's the type of just take that as an example, I guess. And many of you are thinking, well, I'm scared because I don't want to go back to drinking the way that I used to drink. I've got you. I promise you, we're going to talk about that in the week before dry January ends. But right now, some of these tools are going to be so helpful for you to awaken your soul and watch what happens to your desire for alcohol. That is my goal for you with this. Now, what is mindfulness? So, a lot of people think that mindfulness is meditation, and that is not necessarily true. Meditation is a formal practice of mindfulness. But mindfulness is not just meditation. So hopefully that clears that up for everybody, in that mindfulness is not just meditation. Meditation is a formal practice of mindfulness, but you can be mindful throughout the day and not be meditating. Now, I am going to be sharing some meditations with you all, but and how to meditate, but I just wanted to remind you all of the difference in case you were not aware of the difference. Mindfulness is being aware of your thoughts and coming back to the present moment. So think about this. I want you to answer this question. How often are your thoughts, so those silent sentences in your mind, how often are your thoughts in terms of percentages thinking about the future? How often are your thoughts, and think of this in a percentage, are your thoughts of thinking of the past? And how often are your thoughts of thinking right now in the present moment? I can tell you that you are probably mostly thinking about either your future or your past. Like what happened in those meetings today, what your partner said to you this morning before you left for work, what happened yesterday with that coworker, what deadlines are coming up, what projects are due. I mean, we're so much thinking in the past, and not only just like work stuff, but what happened in our childhood, what happened when our parents got divorced, and when something bad happened to one of our family members, or our one of our parents is can you guys hear my dog snoring? I'm going to try and scrub that out, but I apologize if you can hear my dog snoring. But thinking about the future and about our sick parents, and or somebody who's sick, or maybe our health isn't where we want it to be, or we're thinking about how we're going to handle dry January once it ends. But so much of us are thinking about in the future and in the past, and not so much in the present time, in the present right now. But I can tell you that when you learn some of these tools and strategies and bringing your attention right now to the present moment, it's going to change your life. It's going to change how you're thinking about alcohol, about anything that is not serving you right now. And so this week, the theme is called soul care. And we're going to be using mindfulness to take care of our soul. And we're going to awaken our soul. And it's going to be amazing. All right. So that is the plan for this week. Now, let me just remind you of what mindfulness is not. Mindfulness is not religion. Okay, so it's spiritual, yes, but it's not religious in my book. Okay, maybe in somebody else's book, but we're not talking about religion here. We're talking about spirituality, which means connecting to something that is greater than us. That is how I think of spirituality. And so while I may call my higher power God or spirit or universe, it doesn't matter what we call it. We're just thinking of something, a power that is greater than us. And so I just wanted to make that differentiation between religious and spiritual, and how I refer to my higher power. So you can call it source, spirit, um, you know, mother nature, whatever term you want to use, just substitute it for whatever I am saying as I am saying it here to you all. And so that is what I just wanted to share with us today about mindfulness. Oh, and I have just two more things real quick. Why consider learning mindfulness? So stick around to learn it, because it's going to help you have the tools to handle your present, your past, and your future. No matter what curveballs life hands you, you are going to have the tools to be able to handle it. I can tell you, I can handle any curveball that life sends me. I can handle it. And I want that for you too. It will also help you create a fulfilling life. A fulfilling life. And I think that all of us desire a fulfilled life, a life that is filled to the brim with love and prosperity and health. And that's kind of what I consider a fulfilled life. We are going to, in a way, heal our soul and fulfill our soul. And I just don't think that there's anything better than having that amazing feeling of having a soul that feels awake, because I can tell you that alcohol made me feel like I was sleepwalking in my life now that I look back. And that is why I just don't have the desire to drink anymore, because I never want to go back to sleepwalking in my life. I never want to, that feeling of being buzzed, that feeling of being drunk does not compare whatsoever to the feeling I feel of being awake in my life and having my soul just fulfilled and awake. And that's the best way that I can explain it. And I did mention that a little bit on yesterday's episode at the very, very end, like the last 30 seconds of yesterday's episode. Go listen to what I said there if you missed that. So I'm excited for us to get started with our soul care tomorrow and bringing these mindfulness tips and tools to all of you. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for all of that. All right, you guys, it is now time for segment 2, which is what I am loving now. All right, you ready? This is what I am loving now. It is called Health Aid Kombucha. So I'm holding up the box for you, for those of you listening on the podcast. And I'm just going to take the can. So the can looks like a beer can, of course, so like a soda can, a beer can. And I'm going to just read this to you. I got this at Sprouts, which is like kind of a Whole Foods. And if Whole Foods and Trader Joe's got married, it would be Sprouts. Okay, so this is called Health Aid Kombucha. It has 50 calories. And I just want to read this to you. It says, your gut is a community of 100 trillion microorganisms that does way more than digest. It strengthens immunity, improves skin, and boosts mood, for starters. But your gut needs fuel to do the job. And that's where Health Aid Kombucha comes in. With living probiotics, detoxifying acids, and natural antioxidants, your sips away from a healthier gut and a healthier you. And this says living probiotics, detoxifying acids, natural antioxidants, and cold pressed juice. And they are on social media at Health Aid, HEALTHADE. And this is Pink Lady Apple. And it's very, very yummy. And it does taste kind of like a tea. I could not find anywhere if it contained caffeine. It says gluten-free, verified vegan, certified vegan, verified non-GMO. So I'm assuming that it does not have any caffeine in it. I don't drink caffeine, and I didn't feel any weird feelings after I drank it. And I drank 2 of them yesterday. So I just wanted to share this with you because I noticed this morning too that my skin looked pretty fabulous. So, ladies, as we are aging, kombucha and fermented foods, so good for the skin and for the gut, and especially for the drinkers. Like I said, I haven't drank in over 3 years, but if you are a drinker, even a light drinker, or, obviously you were doing dry January, so you probably did drink in the last few weeks or so. It's really important for us to take care of our gut and to heal our gut. And so kombucha is a way, and a simple way, to do that. And you can even take these to, your social events or anything like that. Nobody's really going to probably even notice the difference. It's kind of a cool looking can. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it down below in the show notes. Segment 3, you guys, keeping the show going here. This is the card that I pulled today. And again, I want you to remember that I pull a card for me, and that's the card that I share with you. I don't search for a card. I just pull it and read what the message is for me to journal on for the day. So this, let me just tell you, it is from the oracle card deck called Ask Your Guides. And this is from Sonia Choquette. And I love her. She's on social media, Sonia Choquette. I will put the picture of the card and the message in the show notes below. So you can click on that. But this says it's kind of an orangey, peachy card, and it has a face of a woman, some flowers, and two people holding hands. And it says pleasure at the top, and at the bottom it says divine goddess, divine goddess. So let's see what the message is today. So it is along the themes of fulfillment, abundance, satisfaction, and contentment. So please tap into your intuition as you ponder on this message, and maybe you journal a little bit tonight. So it's a short message, just listen in. The divine goddess smiles upon you, urging you to step into her luscious and beautiful garden and drink from her well of vitality and joy. Relax, have fun, and allow the good times to roll. Life is to be enjoyed, not endured. Whether it's a fun day at the beach or a rousing sexual romp with your lover, the divine goddess reminds you that there's nothing holy, superior, or righteous in resisting pleasure or hiding your beauty. She has stepped into your life to remedy the sad fact that you are not taking joy in much of anything of late and have lost touch with your beauty. Life is at risk of becoming too black and white and shades of gray, and you're missing color. She sweetly advises you to not she sweetly advises you not to postpone your rewards until you're in heaven. Instead, she encourages you to enjoy a little heaven on earth. Indulge your soul in some delicious food, good music, close friends, and playful fun. Use her sparkle to inspire you to embellish your environment. Redecorate. Add a splash of color to your beige walls. Bring in fresh flowers and make yourself beautiful as well. Perhaps try a new hairstyle, dab on some sexy cologne, buy new clothes. Overall, accept yourself as a beautiful human being. This is a harvest, a time of abundance and flow. Share your beauty with others, be generous, and don't fret about overindulging or getting carried away. Get used to the beautiful life and consider it your birthright to dance in the divine goddess's garden. Her question to you: how good can you stand it? How good can you stand it? And that is the message today from Ask Your Guides Oracle cards from Sonia Choquette. So, how good can you stand it? You guys, I think that, that that kind of again ties into our dry January. How good can you stand it? Like, are you seeing how good life can be without alcohol? Do you want to go back to that? It's okay if you do, but I just want you to have an open mind right now as to the things that you're feeling, the things that you're seeing, the things that are going on in your life. And I hear from some of you that time is like you feel like it's going so slow, and just enjoy your time because we can never get it back. All those times that we were drunk or buzzed or blacked out or grayed out or browned out or whatever, we can never get that time back. So enjoy your time right now. And I cannot wait for this week for soul care, starting with mindfulness this week. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a beautiful day. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.